If you are a business owner, public figure, or in high level of leadership, and you want to curate an abundant, balanced life by uncovering the blocks that stand in your way and tune into your own wisdom, you are in the right place. In this podcast, we talk about personal and professional tools and strategies so that you can elevate your potential, expand your impact, and enjoy your life. I'm your host, Angela Williams. I'm a licensed therapist, coach, guide, speaker, educator, avid beachgoer, and I've helped thousands of clients achieve personal growth and transformation. Let's dive in. Have you ever said, logically, I know that I can accomplish X, Y, Z, right, insert thing, yet for some reason, I'm not? Maybe you feel an energetic block or resistance, or just feel stuck without the usual motivation to move forward on something. This can be a lack of flow, alignment, desire, or a subconscious or conscious block playing out. This is because your mindset blocks aren't just residing in your brain. These blocks can show up in your emotions, your beliefs, your body, your patterns, your behaviors, and your inactions. The goal is not just to reframe unhelpful thoughts, but to truly embody the belief and emotions behind it. This helps you to fully adapt the type of thinking and feeling that moves you in the direction of your vision. I say this piece about reframing thoughts because what happens here is I see a lot of coaches in the life coaching or mindset coaching space adapts the principles from cognitive behavioral therapy, where we are looking to find unhelpful thoughts and replacing them with helpful or adaptive thoughts. Now, again, this is helpful, but only to a certain extent. What's missing here is being able to truly embody the belief and the emotions behind the new story or the new thought or the new thing that you want to believe and that you're telling yourself to move forward. So let me tell you a little story about this connection. Before I got serious into my own therapy and coaching, I knew I had to go because there was so much going on at the time that felt off, but I just hadn't taken that first step. So I was actually attending a mental health training about the internal family systems model developed by Dr. Richard Schwartz, which I love this model. I use it all the time now with my clients. But anyways, the instructor started with a path exercise. This comes from his introductory book called Introduction to Internal Family Systems, which I highly recommend if you are looking for some of that personal development reading and want to take that to next level. She told us all to close our eyes, breathe deeply, and in the quiet, imagine ourselves on a path. It could be any path we want it to be. And she instructed us to see if we could take a walk, to see if our parts, aka our feelings, thoughts, etc., allowed us to go without them. So when I was doing this exercise, I immediately got hot. My body felt like a stack of cement bricks, and I started tearing up. And I felt like I was on the verge of a huge sob. So I choked it back real hard as I was surrounded by 50 other professionals in my field, and I was not about to get judged that day. But here's what that made me realize. All was not well with my soul the way that I wanted to feel. My mind and emotions and the heaviness in my body were all connected, telling me, especially in that moment when I took the time to tune in and truly make space to listen, about a deep level of stress and unhappiness within myself. So at the time I was living out of alignment, far into my journey of burnout. I felt trapped, unhappy, like I couldn't do anything else, but was still going through the motions. This wasn't something I could just will away or say I'm fine and just magically have it be true. So I needed to get to the root of the story, of my story. Why was I operating the way that I was? Why did I stay doing the same things when I was unhappy? My vision has always been to live a bigger, braver, happier life, and this was not in alignment. Thankfully, this was a wake-up call for me that really showed me that it's all truly connected and needs to be addressed as such. It's not just a mindset thing. It's all of it. It's the emotions, it's the beliefs, it's how it shows up in our body, it's our trauma, it's our story, it's our mistakes, our memories, for better or for worse. So this led me to do more digging and more personal and professional development That led me to another tool set called EMDR, which is short for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. So in the therapy space, for me, this allowed me to get the deeper support that I needed, touching all of those levels, the mind, body, emotions, and therefore generalized into my actions, and be able to take the training to provide it to others. So EMDR allows the processing, integration, and enhancement of our old stories into new adaptive belief systems by creating new neural networks in your brain and cleaning up those old stuck ones that we're currently operating off of. This then reduces our stress and impacts our thoughts, feelings, and behavior to more of what we desire. My core philosophy on how we shift and change sustainably is to do the inner work on more than just mindset or perspective shifts, although those are very important and helpful, but it's about holistically addressing all of the person and their inner and outer environments, their thoughts, their emotions, the way things feel in the body, the lived experiences, resources, desires, and visions for the future. With tools such as EMDR, positive psychology, and somatic work, we can address the mind, body, and soul, making sustainable and adaptive change. So I've specifically adapted these and additional tools for coaching to give a deeper level of transformation for my clients. Hi, and thanks for listening to the show. If you are a leader or business owner who has found success and want to expand your impact and influence while living the best version of your life, I invite you to work with me in Elevate. This is a custom, confidential, accelerated coaching program. Together, we position your mindset so that you can do the following more powerfully and skillfully. Increase your focus for your next public performance or speaking engagement. Move into a lifestyle of more simplicity, ease, and joy as you achieve the success you've worked for. Rewrite any upper limit stories that may cause hesitation when pursuing your vision into confidence and excitement. Tune into your own inner wisdom amidst the noise of your industry, society, and more. Learn about Elevate and the next steps at brainsoulcoaching.com. Now back to the show. Here are some examples of the unhelpful core beliefs that we all have as humans. So we may not have them all, but we may have one or two, or you may have experienced all of these at a certain point in our life. Number 1, I'm not good enough. Number 2, I don't belong or I'm different. Number 3, I'm a failure or scared to fail. Number 4, I'm not safe. Can you identify with any of these, whether now or in the past? These beliefs can cause us to feel those corresponding emotions like sadness, loneliness, jealousy, self-doubt, and that can impact our actions or cause us to have inactions that aren't aligned with our vision. When we can identify an area that we might need a helpful nudge and really focus on the information our body's telling us, then we can make connections to what these core beliefs are and work to rewrite those narratives in that deeper way. Truly rewriting those core beliefs can sound like this instead. I'm more than good enough. I'm ready. This is just the beginning. I'm worthy. I do belong here. Failure is not the end all. It is a life lesson. I'm doing the best I can. I'm learning along the way. I'm safe in myself. I can find people that I feel safe with. I can find environments that I feel safe with and that align with my values. These beliefs cause us to have corresponding emotions that feel good, that feel hopeful, that feel like we can move forward in the way that we want. This causes more of those positive actions. This causes less stress, more excitement, more dreaming, more hopefulness, and the ability to take those action steps toward your goals. So now I want you to take a few big, deep breaths. Really check in and tune in with yourself. Check in with all of your parts, thoughts, feelings, body sensations. What do you get in response?